Lotus. Maybe you can start sharing.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, pranams. Please go ahead.
So, what is my take home from this pastime is, Mataji, that we may be doing bhakti, but unless we have taken the prapatti at the lotus feet of the Lord, at the lotus feet of the Nāma, a complete shelter, that is, it is just external bhakti. But even one from the pure heart, if we take shelter of the Lord is there to take care of us. Like Gopinath Pattanayak, he was a devotee of Mahaprabhu, but he was engaged in all materialistic activity. And the Lord's mercy comes into various forms. So this incident happened, but he quickly understood it. And when he was at the Changa, he took the shelter of the lotus feet. He understood it that, okay, getting the material opulences is actually not the real mercy. And taking the lotus feet of the Lord is the real mercy. He understood it, and he took that shelter, and then all the auspiciousness came to his life. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Yes, please continue. Thank you, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my pranams. Mataji, I don't know if I'm audible.
Yes, please. This cell phone
yes,
is
okay,
playing temper tantrum.
Okay.
Please go ahead. Yes,
Okay.
pranams, Mataji.
My thoughts were similar to Jyotsna Mataji's. For me, two things stood out, Mataji. One is that Gopinath Patnaik, that, sometimes it takes a soul that much, outside stimulation or whatever, circumstances to bring that soul to that place where, you're able to like fully let go and say, the Lord's lotus feet is my only shelter, and that's all I need, and that's all I want. And where the soul is feeling that, oh, actually, all these other things that I have got is not mercy, but what Ramananda has, that is what is mercy. That is what I want. That, to come to that place, not theoretically, not in the head, but I don't know, intrinsically to that place. That's what was my prayer, I would say, Mataji. And also, the fact that we should not look at when we get these material things, in terms of whatever, not just possessions but comfort, even the mental platform, some sort of relief or understanding or satisfaction in relationships, and these kind of things that we all somehow look at it, and I'll speak for myself, Mataji, where I feel that somewhere in the back of my head that craving or that need is there. And when it is met, you're like, oh wow, this is, the Lord is merciful. But that is not the real mercy. The real mercy is something else. Like in Gopinath Patnaik's, where they clearly, somewhere when the devotees were reading, I can't remember if it was translation or purport, very clearly it was said that, this is not the mercy, getting any sort of material opulences is not the mercy of the Lord. So that was my take home, Mataji. Thank you. The other pastime is still new and I couldn't register much, Mataji, so I don't have much to say. I'm waiting to hear from you for it to go inside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, please. Anything else? Dear devotees? Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you.
Pranams.
Mataji, from the Gopinath Patnaik pastime, so he has his brothers and who Ramananda Rai and Vaninatha also, what we seen. And Gopinath Patnaik also devotee as shared by the two Matajis, but not remembering or not our eternal identity. So we are in kind of an illusion, occupying with all the material activities and forgetting our eternal identity as a devotee. I think that's what practically for me. So it is exactly almost the same situation. Gopinath Patnaik, this pastime is very relevant for me. So realizing that illusion, this is illusion, and what is the reality, that is the take-out point for me, Mataji. Though mind always put us into that illusion very beautifully, always keeping us in that illusion, but by depending on the Harinam and hearing to this kathas from Gurujana, like how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and Srila Prabhupada giving us with their purports and translations, so that brings us real life. Without hearing to these kathas, there is no way we could realize that in our life and follow our real identity, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Yes, please. One more devotee. Anybody would like to share?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranams to you, Mataji.
Pranams.
Mataji, the Gopinath Patnaik, the pastime was very beautiful, Mataji. It narrates exactly our life hold, I mean, especially mine, because we heard about how, I mean, I can know that where I am, like with the conditional and how, what are the, you always say the Vishya Vasana, so the material activities. So clearly it's showing that how we're going to get rid of our vishayas, the activities which is not related to the pure devotion. So it's completely it's renounced, Mataji. So we are understanding that it's like how much condition of our life without surrendering, without having association, how difficult to come out of that conditioned life. So it helps us. So this is the only path, this is the only shelter, this is the only rope we have to hold on to it. Then we can get into the like in the pure devotion. So like there is no other choice, no other thing, Mataji. That was I understand.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all the devotees. Yes, yeah. Yes, please. External bhakti is there, but it's the bhakti that brings us to this place. And hearing from the acharyas, hearing from the shastra, sadhuvani, Nāma is there. And these are laid out. And the next step, yes, hearing is there. Yes, Nāma is there. Yes, prapatti, internal prapatti is the thing. This is there. And the next one is, this is the only way. Unless we come to know that this is our only rescue actually. Prapatti is the only rescue that we have. To that realization, coming to that realization. Because whatever we are hearing is to bring us to this platform. Oh, Prapatti is actually, this is the only true rescue. Everything else that I try to think, I try to come up in my mind, I try to look around is all. I have needs, I'm looking outside for those needs to be satisfied. But the true satisfaction of the needs, our needs are really met in a very satisfying way with Guru and Kṛṣṇa. So when the mercies if our needs, they seem to be satisfied with people around, with situations around every now and then, thinking that, oh, this is mercy. And finally, somehow, somebody understood me, somebody validated me, and maybe they will continue to understand and continue to validate me. And finally, I think I understood something about bhakti. And yes, I think I will go on with bhakti now because I understood it. And some other time again, oh, I thought I understood bhakti. How come? Oh, did I not understand? What do I do now? Am I to back to square one? When will I understand bhakti? Bhagavān and bhakti, those are not the matters of understanding. They are just matter of prapatti. Cannot understand Bhagavān, all of that Bhagavān, Sri Bhagavān Vacha. Arjuna trembled in fear when Vishwarupa was shown. How can he understand? How can we understand? The Lord presents himself in a way which is 180 degrees opposite to what we think. So we may not be able to understand Bhagavān. Not only Bhagavān, we may not be able to understand the Guru also. Because we are not pure enough to understand pure devotees. So my bhakti is going on because I understood. Then there will be a point somewhere where we will not understand bhakti because we are not pure enough. So I understand or not, Bhagavan, I understand or not, Gurudev, I will take prapatti. Prapatti is, it's not about me understanding or not this bhakti, Bhagavan, but it is taking shelter of what has given to me as prasada, the Nāma, the sevā. I don't, even if I understand or not, I will not leave this Nāma. Even if I understand or not, I will not leave this sevā. Because these are my rescues. When we come to that point, and to this point, starting from, how did we come to this point? Okay, we are hearing the katha, the acharyas, theoretical knowledge is there. And then we understand, okay, the prapatti is needed. But the subtleties of the practice still pull us externally thinking that that is the mercy. Then that is the real, from a practical standpoint, that is the real, when that subtle pulling to outside, looking to satisfy our needs, when that is given up, and then come to this understanding, my needs are only met with Guru and Kṛṣṇa. And whatever When we come to this point, that this is the only way, this is the only place, I will look for my needs to be met. I will not look around anywhere else for my needs to be met. Let that needs be in the want of that people should at least understand, or whatever this might have to say. No looking outside. No looking outside. My needs are met only here in this vertical axis with Guru and Kṛṣṇa. When we come to that point internally, that is prapatti. No looking around. I know I have this need, but I will stay here in this vertical axis, Guru and Kṛṣṇa, eternal axis. I don't even want to look around. Even if, it may sound like even if I understand or not, I will do it. It may sound like that, but just by thinking like that and coming to the determination, what it means is, that's the victory over the mind, the duality of the mind, the conditional pull of the mind to the external. It's not a sentimental one. It is a reflection of the devotion and it's a reflection of the determination and single-pointedness towards Bhagavan. Whether I understand or not, I don't have to understand Kṛṣṇa. I don't have to understand Guru. I don't have to understand anything. All I understand is this is my rescue. And I will look only here. Yeah. I will not look around for anything else from anybody, but I will look for all my needs here only. That, coming to this point, that is the closest point for practical application. Practically doing bhakti after hearing all the theory and contemplating and coming to the action. This is the closest point. No looking around. And this is my rescue. There is no other way. That's, when we see that inside, when we feel that inside, there is no other way. Saying something is different. Saying that, okay, I understand there is no other way. No. When we come to that, saying is one thing, second thing is realization, third thing is it's actually coming into practice now. There is no other way. I'm not looking around. That's the closest one. I am not looking for relief of my situation, a relief from my misery. I am not looking for any change in the situation that I am going through. I am not looking for anything from anybody outside. I am only looking for, yes, Gurudev, Kṛṣṇa, what is my seva for you, please? And you have given me this Nāma. Yes. This is all I need. That kind of total complete stay with that vertical axis, with not going distant from the vertical axis, not even that, not even looking around, or not even wanting to looking around. Then there is no misery, no confusion. So coming to that point internally, there is no other way. That point is really nice, very good. This is why we hear in Shastra, na asti eva, na asti eva, na asti eva anyada. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. In the beginning, when we hear about bhakti and when we hear Acharya speak, this is the only way to get to Kṛṣṇa. Bhakti Yoga is the only way to get Kṛṣṇa. Then the questions come. Is this the only way? Why is this person talking like that? There should be option should be given. I should decide, okay, if you're on that zone, okay, you keep deciding, you keep exploring. That's fine. But when somebody is sincere, serious, and wants Kṛṣṇa, they will come to know. There is no other way, but only this prapatti. Just staying here and not looking around, there is no other way. I will not look around. I don't want to look around. I want only this. This is the only way. I like that. That gives complete harmony that the soul is looking for. Not the harmony standing on the platform of mind, not the harmony standing on the platform of intelligence speculating. I will adjust this, and in my life, I will adjust that a little bit outside. I will adjust this a little bit with the person, and I will adjust a little bit with that person, and this work, that thing, all external. I will adjust things externally a little bit and I'll come to harmony. No. Or from what platform are we trying to bring the harmony? Are we trying to bring it standing on the mental platform? Then you will have a fixed boundaries, very tight boundaries, with strict rules for offense and defense like that. Are we trying to bring the harmony standing on the intellectual platform? Those boundaries can be fluidy and theoretical, and they also can change anytime. Are we trying to bring harmony with Kṛṣṇa? Yes. Then we always hold on to Kṛṣṇa only, and everything is Kṛṣṇaized. And then comes the total harmony, unshakable harmony. I like that. So that's all the duties we heard, as you all very nicely shared. I just put them together from a theoretical perspective, from hearing only. And then, I'm hearing, but consolidating that hearing to some form of realization. How do I know? I'm actually, not only I heard, but I have realized. When it is actually coming into practice, what I have heard, then that is the test that I have realized this, what I have heard. So hearing to realization to practically, how close am I getting to practicing that prapatti? That's beautiful, practicing prapatti. How convinced and determined am I that this is the only way? And how much I don't even want to look around for anything from anybody here in this world. I like that. So these are different stages of coming to internal prapatti like that. This is depending on Guru and Kṛṣṇa, this prapatti. And then we also heard about trying to come to this harmony from within, standing on different platforms. But how the total harmony is established when everything is Kṛṣṇaized, when we are with Kṛṣṇa. Like that. That's all the devotees from my side. And yes, anything from you, please. We still have time, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Actually, this incident, especially this chapter, 9th chapter about Gopinath Patnaika, especially going verse by verse, and then as it's explained, that it is very difficult to understand the depth of it. You explained it so well for the last few weeks, in detail, in various perspectives and dimensions, for us to sink this information so deeper, because everybody, even today we were hearing that everybody could relate their personal calamities or miseries in life. And then we all now understood that there is no other solution even if we try to fix, because another one immediately comes. Even if we try to fix it also with whatever intelligence or the mind, we can't fix it. There's no doubt about it. But the only relief that we get is by learning to surrender as much as we can to the lotus feet of Guru and Gauranga. And it is practically shown for us, not just by saying, please take the surrender, like you explained now, Mataji, Harinama, 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 Vikevalam. So when we heard it, it looks like initial days, as you rightly explained, how can that be the last solution? We also have to work, no? That is the reason why God has given human form, mind and intelligence, and we have to use and then go if that doesn't work. But now it says, those are all time wasters, totally time wasters. And the only thing that we have to do is, if this happens, the other things get fixed automatically. And how much is the the surrender, the proportionate to the surrender is the one where we can see the relief in our life too. And yeah, it is very, very practical application of our life problems and the solutions, all given in one single episode, which is this 9th chapter, is what I felt, especially Gopinath Patnaika. Even though his material problems are resolved, he realized that this is not even a joy. This is not even a joy. I wish I get something which my brother has got. So that realization, that line is very, very deep, Mataji. I really liked it. Maybe by the prayers to Guru and Gauranga, I really want to get to the stage where I take that surrender. Instead of saying it from my lips, I should do it from my heart wholeheartedly, with the blessings of all the Guru Mahajan and the pure devotees here.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, total relief is proportional to the Śaraṇāgati Prapatti. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Anybody else? Dear devotees? Josna Mataji, Vrindani Mataji, Pranpat Prabhu, Raskrida Mataji, is there something that you would like to add or say, or other devotees? We have a lot of time today.
Yes, Mataji, I saw we have 10 minutes, and I had a thought, and it maybe, it's in my head, it's connected. I don't know how devotees will feel about it. Because I've been reading chapter 3 in Bhagavad Gita, and I'm trying to, so everything that goes inside through all these filters for me. So I had a question for you, Mataji. So I'm trying to understand how see all this need for validation, looking for things outside, everything is because we so much identify with the modes that we are under. And I was wondering that if you could expand a little bit, how the Jivatma, which is conscious, gets influenced under this Jada Rasa, which is the modes, and modes are not conscious. We are conscious. How is it that we are getting influenced by something that is not conscious, Mataji?
Not conscious is energy, conscious is soul. If soul is there, yeah, energy, it can be AC or it can be heating. But soul has this perception. So soul will feel. The feeling aspect is there in the soul. It's not there in Jada. Soul will feel. Soul will feel what it is like to taste misery. Soul will feel what it is like to taste devotion. Feeling is intrinsic. Manufacturing, manufacturing me here. It is the intrinsic part of the soul. To feel, to will. To feel Kṛṣṇa, to want Kṛṣṇa. That's what the soul is made of. Want to feel Kṛṣṇa. Want to have Kṛṣṇa. So that is there. So it is looking for Kṛṣṇa energy. But if it is looking towards Kṛṣṇa, then the feeling and willing of Kṛṣṇa is happening. But if it's looking away from Kṛṣṇa, the feeling and willing, it is feeling something else, it is wanting something else. That is not Kṛṣṇa. So it is this faculty of feeling and wanting. That's what the soul has intrinsically in the spiritual world too. So like Shakti, Shaktiman, these are the two concepts. So soul is a part of Shaktiman. So it has its qualities. Like Bhagavān wants to feel, Bhagavān wants to will. So soul also has that part and parcel. Because it is part of Shaktiman. And Shakti is there, energy is there. External energy, devotional energy, which Shaktiman relishes the internal energy. So it's up to the soul, which is part of Shaktiman, if it wants to relish external or internal. So this is the tattva, right? Jiva tattva is part of that Shaktiman. And the other part is the energy, which is to be relished. Which energy do you want to relish, Jiva? Is that. So those are the fundamentals. But the thing is, what is my object here? That's the whole thing. These are the faculties, functionalities of the soul. Like the functionality of the fire is to burn. Is like that. That's the dharma of the fire. If we try to understand how is this fire burning, it is just the dharma of the fire. It will burn like that. Soul. How is this trying to, how is this that soul is feeling? How is that soul is wanting? It's just the dharma of the soul. The dharma has to be placed on the eternal vastu, Bhagavan. That's all. But if that dharma is placed on a temporary vastu, then the experience will be different. Like that. So only the vastu has to be, proper vastu has to be placed in front of the soul for its functionality to operate. Yeah, Mataji.
Yes,
That is the metaphysical of the fundamentals of transcendence. Mamaivansa Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We belong to Kṛṣṇa. And when we are with Kṛṣṇa, then we are completely satisfied. When we belong to Kṛṣṇa, but we look for somewhere else, to something else, we will not be satisfied. And that is the explanation from a devotional perspective.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, I would say especially when we are going through the beginning chapters of Gita or any philosophical aspects of Srimad Bhagavatam like Uddhava Gita, especially in our conditioned states where our modes are predominant and we tend to stay on a mind and intelligence platform, when it's best to stick on to the purpose of Srila Prabhupada in those chapters. That way we are not swayed. Otherwise, we could get swayed from a beautiful devotional perspective and we can get stuck on an intellectual platform under the influence modes and we may end up with speculation. Then it will be a different experience.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Srila Prabhupada, devotional purpose. That's why Srila Prabhupada purports, even if it is the Karma Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, Uddhava Gita, Jnana, everywhere, Srila Prabhupada has have Krishnized everything. Otherwise, it's easy for to get lost in the intellectual speculation and contemplation. Stay there. We will feel dry. We don't feel connected, though it is bhakti,
Right.
though it is shastra. So like that.
Yeah. Well, for me, sometimes, Mataji, these kind of chapters, my brain, I don't have that intelligence to even think like that. But when someone asks a question, no, then I'm a little like, oh, I don't clearly know this. That's why I was asking. This was a question that मेरे दिमाग से तो ये question भी नहीं आता much. So I can't think.
You
So
know,
how did this? That's why I asked, because somebody asked me and I was a little bewildered. I was like, what?
Right. Yeah. So the functionality of Shaktiman is to feel, and to want. And soul is a part of that Shaktiman. And the Shakti is meant to serve Shaktiman. So these energies are meant to be felt by Shaktiman. Like that. These are the functionalities, fundamental aspects of energy and the energetic. Like I know, Mataji, that's all. They would not have any more questions on that. And they will think next time, this question, is it a correct question? Is it really meeting the criteria of intellectual dialogue here? They will think like that next time when they have to place a question.
Yes.
Until one comes to devotion, yes, somersaulting, hey Mataji, yeah, let them come up. Yes.
True, Mataji,
Yes.
true. And
But
sometimes,
that's the journey anyway.
yes,
That's the journey anyway for the soul. The journey is like that, through karma initially, because there is this karmic tendency, hai na, itna passion hota hai na. So even if we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, it's hard to understand the devotional aspect first. So one has to be just engaged in the service, seva, because the rajasic will get pacified. And then slowly these intellectual questions will come. Why this, why that, etc. And only after a lot of, no, it doesn't have to be lot of, when they continue, when the exposure to the pure devotional aspects, those discussions, when they're exposed to this pure devotional concepts, that is the only way they can come from the Jnana platform to this Bhakti platform. So questions like that will come, and there will come a time for them, like I'm asking and you're going by, don't feel anything. Yeah, if you have to feel something, then come to Bhakti now. Yes, but
Thank
yes,
you,
please. That's all. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, you want to go for your shloka, please?
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for the very detailed, discussion today. You left it open. Good that, after the chapter, it's good to left it open so that everybody can think of what we have learned in that chapter, and then, ask you questions which are very, very important to ask. And during this time only, I think it gets registered in the head. Otherwise, we'll again move on to the next pastime. So this is such a nice structure of the program. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, yes, Mataji, it's just so happened. Yeah, thank you. Which are more of philosophical speculation like that. We can answer only to some extent, but I would not lose my sleep over it, because there will be no end. From that side, they're just starting to know Bhakti, and they are under the influence of modes. It's not that they're truly inquisitive to take up devotion. If we are giving an answer that is satisfying their curiosity, one more thing will come up. So I would not lose my sleep over it. I will just explain what's there in my capacity. That's something from a preacher's standpoint in Prachar Seva, for our own sake. There will be no kind of questions. And even if we answer also, it's not necessary. They would be satisfied with present in the Shastra. And you're saying satisfied. I would ask them. I would not be, I will not get stuck in trying to answer to their satisfaction. That's something for our help in Prachar Seva.
Yes, Mataji, thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Hari. Yes, dear devotees, thank you all so much. Hari Hari, Gaura Hari.
Hari Hari, Hari Hari. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Kṛṣṇa.